And then after that, we'll have Shimos versus Franco. Excited to see that. Both of them seemed very calm and confident. But before we get to those, let's have our first pro super fight. Chazz, William Canas versus Nick Arnel.
Canas is here today with ADCC under 60 kilogram world champion Theo Davies and Essential Black Belt Marcus Chen in his corner. Out of Essential Jiu-Jitsu, legendary home of JT Torres. And Arnel immediately shifts to guard.
Arnel in the black and gray with the black leggings.
Spats, sir, spats.
Spats. I call them leggings. They are what they are. Canas in the all black up top. Great name. Love the name Chazz.
With the Z.
Double Z. That's what really got me going, the double Z.
Canas being really patient, working his pass. Arnel kind of trying to rush into keeping him close, which is a little dangerous with somebody of Chazz's ability, you know.
A lot of hype here from Chazz coming into this one.
He's an up-and-coming grappler. You know, it's really astonishing to see more representation within the tri-state area, like New York, New Jersey. Hammer Challenge gives an opportunity here.
Absolutely.
More of the bigger jigs to send representation.
Both making their debut here inside the circle. Bit of a weight difference. Arnold almost 10 pounds heavier. Weighed in at 173. Chazz came in at 165.
Canas doing a really good job. Chazz just doing a really good job of just fighting the back take, but Arnold just looping him in. I'm telling you, it's the lanky limb club. They all do that.
Excellent job. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Tons of time left to work.
Both remaining calm here. Chazz looking for a way out of that body triangle before he goes to the mat, it looks like.
He has to be very cautious of any type of sneak attacks or sneak leg locks here, or just any type of sweep that will end in a really difficult position.
Loses his grip, falls down, and we separate.
Canas' corner just really advising him, hey, like, let's stay on the outside, let's work the outside in.
Nice specific pockets in both directions.
Again, with the lower Nisha with the ankle connection here. It's very common, I feel like, especially in Nogi, to maintain that, right? Because again, no grips. Your half guard is kind of nullified with that slip.
Time pockets.
A bit of a calmer approach as we've seen compared to some of our other bouts this evening. Both seem to be feeling each other out here in the first half of this opening period.
We also have to remember, too, this is the 175 bout, right? They're not going to be as agile or as quick to jump into specific motions. Being a 170-ish person myself, you know, it takes a lot to expel that energy, and you have to be patient, especially when it comes to your passes or your guard retention here. Canas using his forehead to like pressure forward right into the rib cage here.
Pressure. 2 minutes and 30 left.
2.5 remain here in the opening period.
Look, yeah, Canas kind of just doing a frame on the neck here.
Very nice. Keep walking. Okay, use your inner thigh a little bit more to keep turning your hands that way. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Brawl. Take your time.
Canas fishing for double underhooks here. This is a really powerful position, especially if you're passing somebody with a really sticky guard. He has less than 2 minutes to really make anything happen at this point. And Arnel's doing a really good job of just maintaining that bottom half. But with this double underhook, as you can see, the gable rib is like knotted against the spine of Arnel. And Canas is just listening to his corner to the T to just really utilizing her body while it's out of pass.
Nice consistent pressure.
Minute 30 remain.
Arnold just staying in that low knee shield position this entire match here, trying to get like a bottom whizzer here. I think he's conscientious of the time, so he's utilizing it to really work whatever he needs to.
45 seconds remain. Let's see if either goes for a late push here, find that late submission.
30 seconds. Keep pouring on pressure.
We're almost here for the passage of the mount. Here we are. We have 20.
Short time. Let's see if he can use it.
Isolate one arm. 2 seconds. Head on the outside. One elbow.
10 seconds.
Slide up. Finish. 5.
And Chazz will run out of time there, hunting for that submission as we head to our first overtime.
Chazz will have first pick.
He deferred right away to take defense, and Nick will take the back.
Position, shoulders out, right away.
And we are underway here.
That was a really smart play on kind of wrenching forward and then shooting backwards. You're using your body momentum here.
Arnel with the body triangle.
That's tight.
And he finds the submission. Yes, he does. Arnold very quickly after that body triangle, able to find the rear naked, gets the submission, puts himself in a dominant position as Chazz will take the arm here for his chance. He has to find a submission to continue this. Time does not matter in the opening round, though. Any submission will work, but he has to find one.
Looks like some sort of a bicep slicer in this.
That's
Tight.
and he finds the submission. Arnold tried to fight it off, but Chazz counters right away. It finds his own submission by armbar, and we head to our second overtime, the ADCC overtime. First to a dominant position, backsider mount will win. 3 minutes to work. After a long 6 minutes, nothing back and forth, 2 very quick submissions showing, hey, no, we both can do this. Just have to have that opportunity, and we're underway. Chazz sits right away. Sub also counts here. Doesn't need to be dominant submission, of course. We're always looking for a sub.
As somebody who's done all 3 overtimes, it's exhausting.
Absolutely.
Now we're here with that nice 4-leaf clover, kind of like a leg lace situation here.
Are already 8 minutes in, staring at another 4 in the face if you don't find that submission.
Chazz working his way into some sort of a hybrided ankle lock. Yep, ankle lock with the leg lace here. He's inciting some sort of a double trouble movement here, and now he's following through with the leg entanglement here. Chazz relentless with these attacks.
And as we're in our later overtime periods here, advancing through the match, you can see the urgency has picked up a little bit for both.
Absolutely, we have 2 minutes, which is still a lot of time.
A lot of time.
They just have to one has to get into a dominant position for 3 seconds.
And they both showed they can find a quick submission in that what would be the third overtime. So dangerous place to be. You don't want to have your fate determined by a coin flip.
Referee urging for some urgency, for some movement.
There is stalling here in HCS, so both have to stay engaged the whole time. You can't just sit and not engage. Minute 30, halfway through the ADCC. Chazz had a hard time passing out of this bottom half in the opening period, so we'll see if Arnold can maintain that. He eventually got there.
Probably going to utilize that technique again. His corner is really advising him, just, hey, let's do what we did before, etc.
Arnold was able to fight it off for probably about 4 minutes in the opening period, but eventually he got there. But a lot less time to work as we approach a minute left here.
Yeah, very good. Head position right. with a like compression. Yeah, very nice. Good throw.
Chazz's corner advising him squeeze the life out of him.
Some words of encouragement, we'll say. 45 seconds remain.
Arnel going in with his own attack here, but he is also established.
Nothing yet.
Nope.
A nice little roll through there, but submission in the way.
Peruvian necktie here.
20 seconds.
He has to pass.
Crank on it, stomach check. Do some full pressure.
Good little flurry there. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Very close. Very close. Nothing yet. Very close, but Arnel, great late submission tempo. Arnel able to scramble just enough to survive as we head to our third overtime. Time now matters. Time will now matter. If you find your submission faster, it will play, which might come into play here as we saw in the first one. Chazz wins the toss again. And he chooses defense again, wants to know what he wants to do, which definitely with the time now mattering, probably the smarter play. You want to know exactly what you have to accomplish in yours.
Whether he escapes or whether there's a right out or a type submission. So, again, with that technique, greatly leaning forward and just.
And Arnel underway here. You have to assume he's going to want his body triangle back, looking for the same approach.
Absolutely. The hand fight here is absolutely important.
Now, while deferring might be a good choice, get the knowledge. If Arnel finds the submission, puts a lot of pressure now.
Absolutely. But Chazz is doing a really good job.
Absolutely.
Doing a good job of just kind of like deferring the time and just kind of trying to ride it out. We're already at the
25 seconds left.
second, so whatever happens, Chazz still has to beat it. In the last EBI overtime, he actually attacked fairly quickly.
He did. They both had very quick submissions in the first one, so both can definitely do it as we have 15 seconds left. Good tough ride from Arnel here, but unsuccessful in the submission department. 5 seconds remain. And again, it takes 3 seconds to escape. So that will be a ride out for Arnel. Good ride out. Now all he does have to do is escape.
To win.
But that's, easier said than done after what happened in the first. And he changes it up. He takes the back this time. And I was wondering if him getting submitted in the first one changed his game plan a little by taking the arm, because he thought maybe quicker to get his submission there.
Yeah.
Already clears one leg.
He needs to play smart here and really hunt for that submission. Or what happens with the ride out? Sudden.
I think and the next one would be a sudden death, only 1 minute, determined by a flip. No, he can hop on the submission. Doesn't get it in the 3 seconds, though, as Nick Arnel able to find that escape in our third overtime. Great back and forth there from both, but your winner, Nick Arnel, in our third overtime out of the Jiu-Jitsu mill. Great debut from both, very back and forth. Exciting action, our first third overtime of the day. High levels can result in that sometimes when both are so skilled that it kind of counters what both can do.
Absolutely. And in the third overtime, also being there before, it does suck a lot out of you, and just transitioning from the full 6-minute match into the first minute and then into the 3-minute ADCC and then back into the EBI too. Your brain's already scrambled. You're tired. Like the lactic acid is settling in. You're cramping. You're tired. You just want to get it over with, whether it's riding out or escaping.
Absolutely. It made me didn't feel like it on our end, but that was like 15 minutes of grappling there that we just saw. So absolutely tiring. But